Welcome back. Winter, of course, brings that drier air. It can really reduce moisture on our faces, even make you feel a little bit scaly. So our friend Jentri Quinn is here with tips to protect our skin barrier. I'm interested to know why we're talking skin barrier first. So good morning, Jentri.
Good morning. This is a good one because the barrier is something that, in very simple terms, it keeps the good stuff in and it keeps the bad stuff out. So when we do those common things, we've all done them before, use too many actives, maybe over exfoliate, maybe cleanse too much, things like that, we can sort of start to strip that barrier, and then it leaves us with compromised skin. So today I really want to go over this really easy 3-step beauty routine that anyone can do if they have dry skin, red skin, irritated, all those things that winter tends to bring. We're going to fix that today.
Okay, yes. I love to hear that. Yes. Let's get started.
Okay, cool. So the very first thing I want to talk about is cleanser. Okay, so if you have dry, sensitive, mature skin, you might want to lean on a cleanser that is a little bit more gentle, but whatever the case you choose to use at night that's working for you, that's not too stripping. In the morning, a good beauty tip is to just rinse your skin with warm water because the skin doesn't like extremities. And if you're not waking up with super oily skin, right, or super dirty skin, which we're usually not, and your products from the night before have already had a chance to do their magic, then you're just waking up, you've got the natural oils on your face, rinse with warm water, and you're good to go.
Don't strip your skin further.
Yes.
Kind of use the moisture that your skin has given you.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Perfectly said. Okay. So the second tip is going to be right when you get out of the shower or the bath, you have the 60-second window, right? Right where that water starts to evaporate. So if you can, leave your hydrating serum close by, apply that first, and it'll help bring the moisture up to the cells of the skin. So I like to use a hyaluronic-based serum. I know there's lots of fun trends out there, but for me, I consider myself sort of like an anti-beauty trend setter. You know what I mean? I got like the tried and true classic hyaluronic acid, things like aloe, glycerin, those are great humectants. Look for those on the back of your serum and apply that first.
Okay, 60 seconds when you get out of the shower. So basically the first thing you do.
If you can. I always say you can't lock in moisture you don't have. So just think of it that way.
Good point. When I learned that your face should be wet in order to put hyaluronic acid on, it changed the game for me because I was like, I don't understand why everybody thinks this is a holy grail product. Once you have wet skin and you use hyaluronic acid, then you see the difference.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like if you're doing it at a different time, like if your beauty routine is broken up for some reason, maybe apply a little mist. Or just dampen your face first and then apply it. I have that, the little mist in the bottle.
I do too.
There you go. And then problem solved.
I love
there
it.
you go.
Okay, and third step?
Third step is locking it in with something that's more occlusive. So for you, it can be your favorite facial lotion, your favorite facial butter, maybe a facial oil. If you apply a facial lotion, butter, and oil, just apply your oil last because whatever you apply on top of those humectants, it's going to seal it in and help prevent water loss. And that's what we want if we have compromised, dry, sensitive skin, those things that the winter tends to bring on.
Well, I was going to say, definitely use moisturizers, but then especially like I get so much dryness right around my nose, I use something like Aquaphor to kind of seal it all in.
Yes, we're going to get to that in just a second with a beauty hack because you are smart. You are smart.
I'm following your advice is what I'm doing. So let's talk about some beauty hacks.
That is the great. So I'll start with that one because I usually say it last because I feel like it's a very underrated beauty tip, the one that you just talked about. Putting something around the nose, particularly when we start to see that drier weather, we start to
blowing your nose, you've got all sorts, allergies. It's certainly allergy season.
The heaters are running, that dries everything out. So putting a little something around your nose or wherever those spots are for you that you mentioned can really help lock in the moisture and prevent that dry, flaky skin. So I love that you brought that up. So another tip, it's just so easy, but I feel like if it's not easy, we tend to not do it. Do you feel like that?
Oh, 100%.
So leaving something like a hand cream and a lip balm by your bed, that's what I do, and applying that, the hands and the lips tend to lose moisture first. So that's why it's so important. Just do it before bed, and I promise you'll
I use the O'Keeffe's working hands because I dry out crazy fast.
Yes,
So yeah, I'm
that's
to the point where I
perfect.
thought like, should I put gloves on it?
I mean, you can. You could do that with like something Vaseline and socks at night if you want to soften up your feet. You know what I mean? So you could totally do that.
Okay,
If
that's
you
good to
really
know.
want to go the extra measure, Rosie, I mean,
I've got such sensitive
you
skin, it just
can.
dries out so quick.
I understand.
And your third hack?
So retinol, most people use it. If you do use it, you don't have to stop using it during the winter if your skin gets dry, but here's a couple ways to modify the use of it. One little beauty tip is to look for retinol that's OL on the end. There's lots of different types of vitamin A's, right? There's the retinols, there's prescription tretinoin. So the OL, that will tend to be a little bit more gentle on the skin, okay?
I didn't know that.
So you can also use a moisturizing formula. So I just have this as an example here because it's very moisturizing, so it's already mixed in with the retinol, right? Or you can use your prescription and you can sandwich it in between a moisturizer. Anytime you put on a little moisturizer and then any type of retinol, it's going to slow down the absorption rate and it's going to make it a little bit easier. Also, if you wait until your skin is totally dry, whenever you put on a retinol, we're doing the opposite thing with the retinol, right? Where
Yes,
we don't,
because if it's wetter, right, it speeds the reaction up and then you can have bigger reactions.
Yes, it might have it absorb a little too quickly and it might be irritating. So you want to make sure your skin is totally dry before you apply your retinol. And again, if you apply a little bit of cream beforehand, it'll slow down the absorption. Or you can use it every other day. That's another hack with your retinol. So there are ways that you can continue to use it during the winter time.
Okay.
And just pay attention if your skin to how your skin feels.
Right. If things are shifting, make a shift as well.
Yes, exactly.
And then we've got 10 seconds, but I know you want to say it. SPF, should we wear it every day of the year?
You should, yes. It's always the last step in your skincare routine.
Okay,
as a
good to
bonus
know.
tip.
Oh, always helpful to have
got
you, Jentri.
this.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Watch Gentri's daily over 40 beauty tips on TikTok and Facebook at Jentri Quinn, and take a deeper dive on skin protection and other beauty topics on her website. I love her to death, jentriquinn.com.